Results Radio podcast. Now listen to a slice of wisdom, a concept, a sentiment, a theory, and maybe even a rant from one of your industry colleagues. For the record.
Welcome to For the Record, episode 58, with shop owner Tomi Oliva from San Jose Automotive Center in Chicago, Illinois, asking one very simple question: would you work for you? In my years of business, this was an exercise that was important to me, and it also helped me do a personal self-assessment. Hey, Carm Capriato, the Aftermarket Podcast guy from Remarkable Results Radio. Now, welcome to another For the Record session, and glad to have you here at the audio trough of wisdom. Hey, I got a question. Have you been thinking about integrating DVI in your shop? Well, imagine your confidence your customers will have when they look into the service bays and see your technicians meticulously inspecting their vehicle and documenting every step. Well, FlexCheck Auto's transparent process ensures that when your customers receive their comprehensive vehicle report, they will know that it is a thorough, upfront assessment of their vehicle's needs. Now, that increased customer confidence usually and always leads to higher average repair order and happier, more satisfied customers. Start your 30-day free trial today at FlexCheckAuto.com. You won't remember how your shop got by without it. Starving to learn something? Looking for advice? Looking for a different perspective? Well, you've come to the right place. This aftermarket treasure of over 600 plus episodes where we talk the business of the aftermarket is available free, on demand, and anywhere in the world. Subscribe to a free podcast app to have these incredible stories at the ready. Podcasting is like Netflix for radio. Go to remarkableresults.biz/listen for the full scoop on all listening apps. Tomi Oliva from San Jose Automotive Center is here, and he's from Chicago, and he reminds us how important morale and work environment is. He also says that the little things matter. The views and opinions expressed are those of my guest and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the authors, sponsors, associates, or affiliates of LSTN Media, LLC. However, I totally agree with Tomi. Now let this session with Tomi Oliva force you to evaluate what you do for your people.
This is Tomi Oliva, and this is For the Record. What are my fellow shop owners going to do today to create a better environment for your technicians? There's a lot of structures I've seen that will take the technician and make them look like a number, productivity number. How much did my technician flag today? How much did he produce? Have you guys taken a few moments of your day and make sure he's okay? He doesn't have any issues at home. How's he doing mentally? His health-wise, his knee hurt. Is there anything you can do to make him feel better? Not just to produce more numbers, but look at him as a person, as a family member, not an employee. I think overall the biggest issue in our industry is if the pay can't get there yet, like it will eventually, you need to make your shop environment be more like home. Like, what's his favorite drink? Okay, I'll stock your favorite Gatorade. What does it cost you? A couple bucks. But the boost of morale is invaluable. The biggest question my fellow shop owners need to ask themselves is, would you work for you? Like, would you actually be happy waking up knowing that you're going to go work for you, for a boss like you? And I think a lot of you guys really can't answer that question truthfully, because you probably wouldn't work for somebody like yourself. And why should somebody else? Everybody talks about shortage of technicians and shortage of this and, lack of training. What about, let's take a deeper look into what we're lacking. Again, there's a lot of trades that pay more, but the circumstances are different. The markets in your area, depending on where you're located and the type of vehicles you work on will define how much, money you make. But at the end of the day, it's just always the little things. Like for me, when I remember working at a dealership, we had to beg them to fix the water fountain. Like, this is literally in Florida, middle of summer. The shop owner refused to fix the water fountain. Like, really? So, take a step back and figure out what your employees need to make themselves feel better. Sometimes it's not even about the latest scan tool. It's about, how are you feeling today? Oh, I can't see too well. All right, let's fix that. Let's find you some better lighting. Oh, you need some knee pads or whatever. It's a couple dollars. Whatever it is, I'm telling you, I had this experience myself, and I wanted to share with everybody. Treat everybody accordingly. Remember, they're not numbers. They're partners. You need them as much as they need you. They can't crank out numbers if they're not happy. Yeah, granted, we can't do everything that everybody asks for, and it's always going to happen that way. You're not going to make everybody happy. But at the end of the day, whatever you can do to make your business better will benefit you at the end. My latest example is I have a gentleman. Thank you, Keith DeFazio, for introducing me to this fine young gentleman, a perfect model employee. By me being who I am is the reason why he decided to work with me. I come in the morning, I ask him how he is, if he needs anything. I noticed that him and my other guy were buying Monsters all the time. So I went on a Costco run and I bought them both a pack each. They're different flavors or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that. That's too much money." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's not a lot. It's cheaper than you going to buy them at the convenience store." At the end of the day, the new guy comes up to me and goes like, "I've worked for 6 or 7 different shops, and I've never had anybody ever even offer me lunch, a drink, or anything." I'm just like, this is ridiculous. It's an energy drink. It was $30 for a case of them. Who cares? Like, it's not difficult. It's the little things you can do. I can't have AC in my building. It's not going to happen. So what do? I try to make sure they're okay as best as they can. Are you cool enough in here? You need another shop fan? Let me run to Harbor Freight, buy another fan. I mean, whatever you can do to keep them productive, but also keep them happy and healthy is very important. There has to be a balance of everything. Yeah, show them that you care, that they're not just, an ERO, they're not your hourly rate, or it's just, technician number 1120. They're people. We're people as well. And let's try to go back to that humility that made us great. Thanks for listening. This is Tomi Oliva for the record.